Good morning, students. So here I'm back with something really interesting. So let us see what it is. So basically, we all are writing creative writings, essays, paragraphs. And while writing those creative writings, what do? We need to take care of the punctuation. Now, what is punctuation? You must have heard about full stop, comma, semicolon, inverted commas, brackets. All these are examples of punctuation. So here we go. Why is punctuation important? So let us see. Can you look at both the pictures here? The first picture, everyone is happy, the chef as well as the three children. In the next picture, there is an awkward situation. That is where the chef and the children are confused or upset. Who knows? Let us see what is the problem with them. So in the first instance, the chef is trying to say, I just love to bake, comma, children. So he's talking to children and he's just trying to say, okay, fine, he loves to bake. The children are happy because maybe they're going to get a big treat. Now we come on to the next instance. I just love to bake, children. Oh my God. Is he trying to say that he's going to bake children in the oven? So that is why the children as well as the chef both are shocked. What did he say? So here the mistake is all about punctuation. He just forgot to put a comma. He just forgot to give a gap after saying, I just love to bake. So in the first instance, he gave a gap or a comma in writing so as to mean he loves to bake children. So he's talking and addressing the children. In the second instance, he says, I just love to bake children. So it sounds scary. Another hilarious incident. When somebody says, let's eat grandpa. Oh my God, who does it? Is he trying to say he wants to eat his grandpa? Or else he is trying to say, let's eat grandpa. So he's talking to his grandpa, saying that he wants to eat or he's inviting his grandpa to eat. So the correct punctuation can save a person's life. You too got confused, right? Of course, punctuation matters. Some people find inspiration in cooking their families and their dogs. That is what, that is when it happens when you forget to add commas in your sentence. Versus some people find inspiration in cooking their families and their dogs. So they find inspiration in cooking as well as they find inspiration in their families and of course their pets. So those two are taken differently. In the first instance, we can say that this person has forgotten to add comma in his sentence, and so it sounds like he finds inspiration and he cooks his families and dogs together. So that is scary as well as hilarious. So now you see how punctuation matters. Here are some set of punctuations which we often get across. Very first is period, when you actually put a pause in the sentence. You apply full stop. You ask a question, you apply question mark. You want to quote something, you add quotation marks. You need to have some contractions done, and to indicate possession, you apply apostrophe. When you have too many lines jotted on together, you want to separate them, that is when you apply comma. Sometimes there are single adjectives before a noun in number words, and then you want to divide it into syllables. That is when you apply hyphen. When you have strong emotions or it's an intense feeling coming out all of a sudden, there you apply exclamation mark. Wherever you try to introduce a list and you want to explain something in a sentence, you apply colon. And then comes the application of parenthesis as semicolon. So these are main common quotation marks or punctuation marks which we often use whenever we are writing a speech. Let's move on. So why? Why punctuation? Because we can use these marks to separate letters, words, and sentences. It adds value to a sentence. Now, to take this presentation to a lighter note, I would like to show you some hilarious examples of punctuation where it has gone really wrong. So let's wait and see. So these are very common hoardings or posters which you often find, and sometimes the painter who is painting this, who are writing this, forgets to add punctuation marks. So let us see what we come across. Thank you for your patience. Are we really thankful? Or he's trying to mean some sort of accident which is going to happen? And the second instance, we see the private customer parking only. All others will be toads. Now, what are toads? They're a kind of frogs. Here, it meant that only private customer parking. All others will be towed. That is TOWED, where the cars would have been taken by the authorities if it has not been parked in proper place. So that is when punctuation or some spelling mistake comes into it and makes the instance really, really hilarious. Okay, we come across two more examples. In the first instance, I like eating flowers and kids. Oh my god, really? And in the second instance, I like eating flowers and kids. That is, I have likeness towards eating, and then I have likeness towards flowers, and then I like kids also. So you see where we don't apply commas and where we apply commas, what kind of difference we can experience. Let's move on to the second picture. We are going to learn how to cut and paste kids. Oh my god. What if we say this to our students? They will get scared. So, commas, people, commas. We need to remember this. So, start applying commas where applicable. Eat your dinner is not the same as eat your dinner. So, maybe we all are trying to become non vegetarian. It's a joke. But see, if you don't apply a comma, what problem can you face? So spelling and punctuation matters. So in a nutshell, if we want to explain why is pronunciation and why are punctuations important, we just need to take care of that it saves your reader's sanity. That is, it makes sense of what you are writing. It means your reader can follow your argument and isn't trying to decode what you have written, thereby losing the thread. Your reader will stumble every time grammar is wrong or punctuation missing or incorrectly used. Would you like to read an essay where you have to work hard to understand what it's trying to say? As if the content of a theology essay isn't hard enough to follow. So, write well and let the readers read well. So that's all for today. I'll very soon come back with a new set of interesting ideas for you so that ELP classes will be fun. So till then, take care of yourself, students. Stay safe, take precautions. Bye bye.